So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, here's the very impressive Nemanja Matic. And I'm not just talking about his 6'4".
And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. Di Gregorio claims comfortable. And now they can spring out of defence. Locatelli. McKennie. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Conceição. And he's on his way! Whenever he had it. Tries a shot! Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. They get a throw in. And that is a little undercooked. That is a great pick out. And he's found a way past. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Volpato.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Branch. And the shot! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be...
He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Volpato threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Volpato. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a sharp pass. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Aims beyond the defence. Yildiz! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's really drilled it. Volpato. Volpato, and he's managed to get free. Cross into... Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's McKennie. Francisco Conceição. Vranch. Volpato. And it's Vranch. Cambiasso. Locatelli. And Kalulu. Yildiz. Goes for a shot! They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Locatelli looking to add to his goal. Nicely shaped ball. The ball got... Header! There it is! Pinches it off him. McKennie goes steaming forward. He's having a shot! In for the pieces! He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That has ended up in no man's land. Kone. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, important interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
This looks promising. He has found the way through. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Conceição. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
No way through. Now it's Yildiz. He's picked his way. Great chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And again! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Pass somewhat off target. McKennie, Thuram, Kone concedes a free kick for that, and he is going into that little black book. Bremer and Kalulu, and it's Thuram, and it's Conceição.
Oh, really well played.
He is through here. Played out to the right. Openda finds himself offside. Maremovic. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Thuram. Now who's going to be first to this? Volpato. And he's decided to go for it. It's there! Back to within one! Interesting! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he shoots! They've done it! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Has a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to... He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Carlos Augusto. Foot in. Played out towards the right wing. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Barella looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now this could be a chance. McAllister. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Akanji makes the interception. Now it's Martinez. Threads one in. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Soboslai. Ekitike. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Soboslai. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's on it, can he get away? And he's quick to get it clear again. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Kirkes. Now it's Martinez. He could be in here. Pinches it off him. Jones. Ekitike. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Barella. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Enrique. Great ball if he can get there. Alisson clears.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's in a great position here. Wirtz! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Wirtz deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That's good running with the ball. And the ball is out of play. It's McAllister. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Zielinski. Szoboszlai. Barella. Distributed tidily. Showing great feet there. Now, can they get him away? In towards the back stick. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a cute ball. McAllister. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's come to nothing. Luis Enrique. Martinez. Ekitike. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. It'll be a throw-in. Ekitike. That has not gone well. In with the challenge. Zielinski was steaming forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. Chance! He's got a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score.
And the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Can he get it through? And he's on his... Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
This ended up in no man's land. Barella. Luis Enrique. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Martinez. Looking to play him in. Big chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Bisek. Sucic. Martinez. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Szoboszlai. Jones. It's a pretty loose pass. Zielinski. And he's intervened well there. McAllister. And the counter is on. Barella. Ekitike. Now it's Wirtz. Look at the space. It tries a shot! Sucic gets good distance on it. Tries to cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a...
Oh, shooting chance! Chance, surely! Bradley. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. And Konate. And that is a little undercooked. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Jones clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Wirtz is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
He's a sharp little ball here. Luis Enrique. And that is as far as it goes. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Carlos Augusto picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Foot in. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Crunch! And the ball, that's another chance. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Sergio Busquets really is a cut above anyone in his particular role. Okay, he's not known for pace, but his intelligence, his reading of the game, his positioning are all outstanding, and he's not afraid to get physical either.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And this is Messi. It's really well cleared. Kone calmly anticipates. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Branch with a definite foul there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Now it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's looking wide. It's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. He slings it in. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes down, but nothing given. Still goalless. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's surging through. Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Well, that was asking just too much of him. De Paul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. That's been slipped through. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite. He rises! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Branch, and that is a little undercooked. Well, played right into his path. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
In by Messi. Cleared away. That's a sharp pass. That has not gone well. Busquets.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Knocks it into space.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. De Paul, looking for the run. Now it's Messi. Now it's Busquets. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it out wide. Look at the chance!
There will be 1 minute
Oh,
added
it's hit the
time.
post! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He is through here. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's half-time here. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. For Pato.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No way through there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Busquets. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Busquets. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to get it clear. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Thinks about the shot. And it's crossed into the middle. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Wrench. De Paul. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Minutes is number 10.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Can he get onto this? Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Stood up well to him there. Wrench. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pinches it off him.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He has a look up. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, well played, well played. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. That's a good run down the left. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's De Paul. That is a brilliant interception. Wrench. Matic.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's trying to hit the front line here. Busquets. And claimed it back swiftly.
There will be 3
Driving
minutes
forward.
of
Great feet,
time.
that.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That is ended up in no man's land. Lovely feet. No, that's been intercepted. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack
Just a
up
quick
perfectly,
announcement. We would
and
like
the
to
players
inform
carried
you
out
that
his instructions
CCTV is
to the
now in
letter, it would
operation
seem.
for your
Everything
safety.
working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Martinez. Can he get it through? De Paul. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Sergio Busquets' quality is beyond reproach. I'm sure he'll assume the role of a deep-line playmaker again, a destroyer, a makeshift defender, dropping back to...
Messi gets through on his... and the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And the shot! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Busquets. Now, can they get him away? Busquets deals with that comfortably. And the return pass. He's through now, is he? Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That's going to go a long way. And that's definitely not his best. Suarez goes on a charge down the left. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Busquets tries to play it through. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch. Tries a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Messi is offering a wry smile there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Busquets. Messi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bastoni getting this one clear. Messi. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work. And he passes it long. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Decent enough try. Martinez. Now it's Enrique. De Paul. Great vision. Carlos Augusto. He has a shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, that's a key interception. That has been cut short. Zielinski. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. De Paul. Now it's Luis Suarez. Jordi Alba. Now it's Luis Suarez.
2 added minutes
And
have
claimed
been
it back
indicated.
swiftly. No, that's been intercepted. Sucic cuts it out. Some really good ball movement. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Barella. Now it's Enrique. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Carlos Augusto. And he shoots! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now it's De Paul. Threads one in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He's found a way through. Referee has just said play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He can run onto that. Decent chance! It's in! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. Martinez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a pretty loose pass, and that could set him on his way. And he thumps it clear. That's a throw. And he's forced to go back, and it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's an excellent interception. De Paul pinches it off him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jordi Alba looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Oh, cracking ball. Brilliantly cut out. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's bustling through here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Luis Enrique clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And they can counter here. Now it's De Paul. Shot could be on. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Busquets.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he gets rid in a hurry. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And the action has already restarted. Bisek promptly onto that, and that is that. Sucic. Over to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes aim and crosses. And that has been cleared. Nicely aimed pass. And he welcomes it in. He's away. And this is Messi. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he's being shifted off it. De Paul. Well read, nice interception. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Sommer gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Zielinski tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Busquets. De Paul. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Half-time, extra time.
And if you do have a chance today...
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Busquets puts his foot on the gas. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Played out to the left flank. That ball looks a good one. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. De Paul, that is a great pick out. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like...
And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive...
And the shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come. Real chance! That's another chance! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is... Voila!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Can he get onto this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall, and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Matheus Cunha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Diogo Dalot. Mount. Bellingham gets a foot in here.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tries a shot! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something that...
Sesko! Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That has not gone well. And they're back on the ball again. Diogo Dalot. Manchester United are 3 down and sinking. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's not got that quite right. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a good foot in there. Euro. And it's Mount.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rudiger gets good distance on it. Well, that pass isn't the best. The ball has bounced loose now. He's shifted it to the flank. And here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Now it's Mount. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Matheus Cunha. Euro.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bellingham. Heaven kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's the throw. Diogo Dalot. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
But he's gone backward here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Rodrigo. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's got the beating of his man. And how did he not make it 4?
Mbappe clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
It's a loose, and the volley. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's run loose here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today. And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the action is back underway. Manchester United didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Asensio.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a pretty loose pass. Mount. And it's Dallo. He's got away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nicely aimed pass. And he's searching through. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Spread out to the left. Nice looking ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Rudiger defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mount. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Now the cross. Header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he's being shifted off it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Mbappe. Shaw. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. And it's Arda Güler. And that's gone loose. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Šeško. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for a runner.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Heaven. Asensio makes the interception. He's in a great position here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's had a hit! It is a very, very good save.
Asensio clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him then.
Shot, and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. A real chance and a real let-off.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
And smartly reclaimed. That'll be a throw. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Shaw cuts it out, knocks it out wide. Arda Güler. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Yoro getting this one clear. Šeško. So what can they make of this? And he's managed to get free. Over to the left. Gets into some space. Ball comes. A mighty effort! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a cute ball. Good read, needed to be. Bellingham. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Šeško. Good ball, good take. Could try cutting inside here. Didn't. There's the shot! Bellingham. 5 minutes left on the clock. Applies the finish! Lacking in accuracy. Goes for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's played in. Oh, can he finish? No mistake! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
2 added minutes.
So is this the start of a comeback? And the pass is intercepted. Šeško. And he's quick to snatch. He's had a shot! In for the pieces! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to... Takes a shot! It's there! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Arda Güler, not the most accurate pass. Gray. Bentancur. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Fran Garcia gets a foot in here. Threads one in. And he's intervened well there. No way through there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rodrigo.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bergval. Goulet. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Colomwani in with the challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Tries from distance. Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Tries to play it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Searching pass he's played there. Spence gathers from the goal kick. Goulet. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's managed to get free. And that has been clubbed away. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Vicario claims comfortably. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Colomwani looking understandably energised after his goal. He won't be happy with that one.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's big chance! Oh, taken with style! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Now that looks a decent ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
There
easy pickings there.
Time.
Now it's Colomwani. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And so we're off again. And it's Simons. That's been slipped through. Fran Garcia getting this one clear. Vinicius Junior. Romero does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. And he's let fly. Bergvall. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Gray. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been won straight back. Can he get it through? Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. Vinicius Junior! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Romero cuts it out. That has ended up in no man's land. Great defending, strong and determined. Colomboani. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. Colomboani showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kudus.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Xavi Simons looking to play him in. Oh, super find. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great vision. Howson gets across to intercept that. That's been cut out, well played. Tchouaméni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for options for movement. Romero. Now it's Simons. That has been cut short. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Tottenham go into the lead. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Colomboani. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bellingham. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Vinicius Junior really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's got tall. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bentancur, Kudus, Kolumwani is flagged offside. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Great vision. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior picks it up out. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Tottenham close now to seeing this one through to the end.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That ball looks a good one. Oh, well played. Bellingham, who's set up 1 goal so far. That's that, the end. Tottenham proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Adeyemi! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he shoots! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ryerson. He's found the way through, and he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear.
Chukwuemeka is on. And the finish! Gonzalez, and he's intervened well there. Adeyemi. Alvarez. Adeyemi. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
So he's plotting something before playing it in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Schlotterbeck is there, and he can pick it up. Llorente, very nicely done. Good spot, that. Oh, that's a key interception. Gross has created one goal already. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gross. And he was quick to react. Adeyemi. Aims beyond the defence. He's in space and looking for options. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Gonzalez. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. He has a look up. Chance! Sticks it away! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Decent attempt back, just a little mistimed.
Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Gross. Adeyemi. Llorente does well to get it back. Looking here to chip it through. And that's going up front in a hurry. Girassi. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And a chance! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
And the half-time whistle goes. Borussia Dortmund are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up.
for the second period to follow.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
And the shot!
It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Koke.
Girassi spread out to the left.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. Shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
And they're back in front. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, it's hit the post. Chukwuemeka, Adeyemi, Ryerson. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising!
And the lead is extended still further.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Attendance for this match was 60,810.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Koke. Pablo Barrios gets a foot in here. Chan spots it and intercepts. And he plays one through.
Solid! It's in!
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Great defending, strong and determined. And that could set him on his way. Shot could be on. Big chance! Barrios. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. And that's a good ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
Borussia Dortmund have themselves a chance from the spot. Musso, in the context of the game, he must save it.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Alvarez. That's been slipped through.
There's the shot! He scores!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Can he get it through? And the shot! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have stolen level at the last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Musso gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he cuts out the supply. Adeyemi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played out towards the right wing. That's Gonzalez. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And there goes the final whistle. Borussia Dortmund pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, well played. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it through? Oh, red, nice interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Kudus. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Llorente, is a player who's made great use of his versatility. He made his name as a defensive midfielder, of course, but he's done...
He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Tottenham with the corner, they're first. Spence. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Spence gathers from the goal kick. That has been cut short. And here's Colomwani. Simeone. Colomwani is having a shot! Special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's on it, can he get away? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Alvarez. Gray gets over and intercepts. Now it's Colomwani. That's a nicely shaped ball. Tottenham have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spence picks it up from the goal kick. Simeone aims beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, terrible pass. Gonzalez. Xavi Simons. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Colomwani. Bergvall. Llorente calmly anticipates. Barrios. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bentancur.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Alvarez. Half-time getting close now. And no, that was never going to make it. Defending was strong and firm. Looking for options for movement. Well, played right into his path. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation. Everyone, please welcome our players.
The second half then, just getting going. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bergvall. Oh, perfectly measured that. Simons. Not the most accurate pass. Gonzalez. Barrios. Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass is just off target. Llorente. Oh, Simons! And he hits the net! And they've got their lead back! The finish, sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Tottenham take the lead. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gray. Xavi Simons. Now it's Kudus. And he was quick to react. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gray.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And the pass is intercepted. Simeone. That's been cut out, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, this looks sharp. The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's Llorente. Oh, played right into his path. Look at the shot, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alvarez with the short one. Over to the left. Alvarez is onto this. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he can clear it away. Well, that's an excellent interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Pablo Barrios probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Van der Ven makes the interception. Bergvall. That's been slit through. Good ball, good take. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Pedro Porro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Colomwani. Can he finish? Has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Alvarez. Surlot goes for a shot! Bentancur. And the shot! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
So what's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shoots! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's Koke! And again! Worth a try, but not this time.
Koke really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Kolomwani. Tries to pass it through. And it's Kolomwani! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Kolomwani deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Llorente. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bergvall threads one in, and he welcomes it in. And it's Simons. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
All square again into the dying minutes. Oh, they could be caught out here. Great chance! In he goes again. Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter...
And the shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So, a breakthrough already.
And this is Messi. Pinches it off him.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And this is Messi. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Simeone.
And it's a corner.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to get it away.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Searching pass he's played there. Can he get onto this? And he welcomes it in. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Suarez certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And it's Rodrigo de Paul.
Big chance, corner.
Can he get it through? Aimed beyond the defence.
Very nicely done. He's gone for goal! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Simeone. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well.
Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish?
De Paul. It's not an especially good pass, that. Busquets.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Knocks it into space. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. Jordi Alba.
And it's made its way to him.
Danger averted for now.
That's an imaginative pass. Simeone is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Simeone. Now it's Gonzalez. Busquets.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely spread. Back into the middle. Simeone. That's a lovely, neat pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Threads one in, engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi. Shot a goal! He scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position... It is a good finish. The odds were against him. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Messi, he has found the way through. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. All Black will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
A case now of complete control. Alvarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to belt it away. Knocks it out wide. Alvarez is wide and looking to get onto this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, they could break here. Strong running down that left flank. No, that's been intercepted for Messi. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Just cruising, they are cruising. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a cute ball. That's good vision. And he was quick to react. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. Jordi Alba. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely feet. And he's on his way! Nice interception, well timed. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's picked his way. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. Looking for the run. Simeone, well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well played. That's going to go a long way. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he stands tall, impenetrable. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gonzalez. And this is Koke. Luis Suarez with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Tries to play it through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Oblak looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak! Well, now, oh, what has happened here? Out towards the flank. Simeone. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Luis Suarez. Look at the space here. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's having a shot! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Koke. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Luis Suarez, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.